Barbara and her friends had spent the day dancing. Tap, ballet, modern. It was everything she dreamt it would be. It was one of her first times away from home for longer than just a night. She was only 13, after all. She'd dreamt of attending Carmadine's dance class for years. Her mom kept saying no. The week-long school allowed children as young as 10, but that didn't sway her mother. She was firm. It was her father that finally made it happen. Barbara knew there was a war going on or something, but she didn't know what they had to do with her, or really even what that was. She just knew it was millions of miles away. She knew something happened in Hawaii, but that was 4 years ago. One of the older girls was talking about it at the bonfire. The counselor hushed her, saying she might scare someone. Her father told her mom that couldn't happen on the mainland. Not in America. And even if it did, they wouldn't be bombing Ruidoso, New Mexico. This really was the middle of nowhere. She couldn't sleep. She just laid in bed and stared at the ceiling. She was too excited about the next day. Suddenly, a loud boom shook the thick walls of the log cabin they were in. She nearly fell out of bed. All the girls were awake now. They rushed outside to see what was going on. There had been thunder all night, but this was louder than thunder. She thought maybe the propane tank by the kitchen had exploded, or the water heater. It was fine. The sky was ablaze. The light burned her eyes. It was so bright. It was like nothing she had ever seen before. It was probably only seconds, but it felt like an eternity. It was 5:30, and the world was so bright it looked like noon. Then the sky filled with a large gray cloud, and it began to snow. It was July in the desert. At least it looked like snow. It was warm to the touch and it didn't melt. The girls ran back inside and changed into their bathing suits. The attitude quickly turned from one of fear to one of juvenile delight. They ran down to the creek and played in the summer snow. They caught it on their tongues, rubbed it into their skin. It was a day that all the girls would remember fondly. The day of the strange July snow. It was also a day that would permanently change their lives. What the girls did not know, what no one knew save for a handful of scientists and engineers, was that Carmadine's dance camp was just 40 miles from ground zero of the first atomic test. Barb would be the only one of those girls to see her 40th birthday. The Trinity test took place on July 16th, 1945. The location of the detonation was chosen due to its remoteness, yet more than 500,000 people lived within a 150-mile radius, thousands of them within 40 miles. And some as close as 12. The girls at the dance camp were a few of the victims that day. Due to the incredible secrecy of the project, no one was warned or evacuated.